Today I'm going to introduce this movie, Deadpool. Let's talk about this special man. Deadpool is one of Marvel series heroes. He's always in red suit covered over his whole bodies. Just like other heroes, he has his own magic powers. His capacity is super regeneration. For example, in the movie, his arm was shot by a gun and left a big hole on it, but it recovered immediately. The story is similar to other heroes' movies. Deadpool's real name is Wade Wilson's. One day, he met a bad guy, Francis. This one is Francis. Through an experiment, Francis let his healing factor mutant and be super regenerative, but also leave him the severe disfigurement. So, Wade used the name Deadpool and started to find that Francis wanted to have his face cured. But Wade's girlfriend, Vanessa, is kidnapped by Francis. Deadpool and his helper go to save her. Deadpool has an intensive fight with Francis and beat him. Finally, Wade's face can't be cured, but Vanessa still loves him, and they have a happy ending. I think this movie is much different from other hero movies because Deadpool is actually not a real hero. He usually says dirty words and even doesn't have any sense of justice. But he really is a humorous and lovely character and gives us a lot of fun. Thanks for
I'm going to talk about a movie called I'm Legend. The story is set in New York City after a virus apocalypse. The virus killed 90% of its hosts and the other 10% turns into mutant. Will Smith stars as a US Army virologist. His name is Robert Neville. His daily routine includes experimentation on infected rats to find a cure and hunt for food and supply. At the night time, he stays in his barricaded house to stay away from the mutant. Besides, he catches mutants with traps for experimental uses. At the climax of the story, he was caught by his own trap, and the time he escaped the trap is already nighttime. Although they managed to leave the place, but his dog Sam was bitten by the mutant. The dog was his only friend in the town. At last, he has to kill his dog. This drives him to crazy. Afterwards, he tried to kill the mutants at night suicidally, but he was saved by another survivor called Anna. Eventually, he got the cure for the virus, but the mutants find their ways to his house. At the end of the story, he gave the cure to Anna and told them to leave through the tunnel at the back of the lab, and he killed himself and the mutant together by a grenade. I was quite sad when I knew Will Smith died at the end, but I still like it a lot.
Hi there, I'm going to introduce a movie released in last summer. Minions. Yeah, it's a movie about where minions came from and how they found their biggest bad villain and how they killed their masters, how they make a mask,
wasn't easy for these guys.
a really lot of masks.
But nonetheless, they kept on looking.
and also how they fall in love with the yellow fire hydrant. And now they're dealing with the latest villain and so on. So you can actually see all the funny components are presented in the movie trailer already, all of it. And that means no surprise at all, not at all. So actually I just like the movies because I pay my money and go to the movie theater, but see,